Okay, folks, so let's talk about how to get images that are in the public folder into an assets folder and access them as URLs. All right, so here's our project, another bookstore view client. You can see here in the public folder that we have book images, category images, site images. I'm just going to worry about the book images for now because they're the easiest. They're the most important, actually. And I want to put these in my assets, my source assets folder. Right now, my source assets folder just has this global CSS file. That's it. So I'm just going to go ahead and let me just show you that this bookstore is running in on the development server right now. Okay, and everything seems to be working, which is great. So let me move the books. All right, so here's my public folder, and here's my source assets folder. So I'm just going to move these book images from here to here. And I would be shocked if it did not break something here. So let's go ahead and look at this. Yeah, and now these images, these book images no longer appear. Okay, so that should be what we expect. So let's go back to VS Code. And in fact, what we're going to do is I'm going to go, I mentioned that I was going to use, I was going to import the image as a URL. And I've got dynamic URLs. I've got book file names that are computed. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to take this function here. I'm going to copy this right off of the Vite asset handling website. And I'm going to post it in this component. And this component is the only place I use the book images. All right, so I'm going to post it in the script setup portion of this component because this is a function. Okay. It's telling me that this could be any type, so I'm using TypeScript. I have to specify that this is a string. And this is going to be the file name, actually. Okay. So now, okay, this is the image file name. So I'm just going to actually say that. Okay, let's say that explicitly. Image file name. Actually, I'm just going to put image name just to distinguish it from this. Well, this says book image file name, so this just says image file name. So yeah, let's keep that. But let's make that a capital N just to make it consistent with that function name. Okay, so this is going to be the image file name. And I've got to get it from the correct directory. Now, the directory is that it's in assets book images. All right. And well, it's in source assets book images. And this is a component, and the component lives in source, in the source directory. Well, actually, it lives in the source components directory. So if I just put a dot here, that would be the components directory. I've got to go one up from that, and that puts me in the, whoops, two dots, and that puts me in the source directory. And actually, if I put the slash after that, you'll see the assets folder right there. Okay. And if I put slash there, you'll see that there's a book images folder there. And that's where I want my image file name, but I don't want the PNG. I'm going to calculate that when I calculate the file name over here. You see I have a GIF over there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and save this, and it's telling me I haven't used this. I know I haven't used this yet. But now that function is there, now let's use it. So here's where I calculate the image. Okay, I no longer want to. I no longer want an explicit path in here. I want to actually use book image URL. What did I call that function? Oh, get image URL. I want to call this book image URL. Okay. So now let's do book image URL, and I'm going to pass in the book image file name, which I have right here. Book image file name with a parameter of props book. Okay, I'll save that. And it's giving me an issue. Oh, what is this? Source equals, what is this plus book image URL? Why did that happen? Okay, let's try to save that again. Okay, I think that should be good. Well, let's try it. Let's go to this page and see if we get our books back. And yeah, we got our books back. Fantastic. All right, so that's all there is to it. So the key is, using this function from this page and modifying it to fit your needs.